Hey guys! Today I'm bringing you a video that a lot of people have been requesting. So here it is, what I use on the road to make these videos. I use pretty much like the bare minimum, the basics. So this video will be good if you're just starting off travel vlogging, or you don't have a ton of money, or maybe you just don't like carrying around that much gear. This video will be good for you. First of all, what camera do I use? Well, I'm using it to film right now, so I can't show you, but it's the Canon G7X, and I actually just did a video reviewing it. So I will link that one below. Check it out if you're interested in the camera. Overall, I've been very happy with the camera. It's nice and small and compact for travel, and it has a flip-up screen for vlogging and selfies and all of that. So yeah, I think it's really good. If you're just starting off and you're not sure you're gonna like it and you don't have a very big budget, you can always start off with a camera that's not quite as good. That's what I did, at least. I started with a Canon PowerShot L330, I believe, and I used that at first just to make sure I liked vlogging and I liked editing and all of that, and then I only upgraded later when I realized I really liked it. To go with the camera, I use a Joby GorillaPod. This one is like, I think this one is called the hybrid. It's like not the most heavy duty one. But it's still good. It has like a level and a swivel ball head. Yeah, I think it's good. Like, you know, you can hold your camera on it, you can wrap it around things, and you can use it as a tripod. When you're on the go and you're traveling, you have to shoot some things in like weird places. So it's good for just kind of whatever, and it's light and easy to carry around. Some people might look at you pretty weird when you carry this because they don't know what it is, but they're also gonna look at you weird when you talk to a camera, so But anyway, yeah, I definitely recommend something like this, some kind of tripod. If I had a lot of money, I would get a handheld like stabilizer one. Those are so sweet, but it's not on my budget at the moment, so you know, we work with what we got. I do have a second camera that I use, and it's a GoPro. This is the GoPro Hero 4 Silver. It's the one, it has a screen on the back, so which I do like because you can see what you're doing and all of that. Somebody once tried to steal my camera and broke the original housing, so I have this black one now. But yeah, I use the GoPro for any underwater footage, any kind of more like adventurous stuff. You know, I can attach it to my head. I don't use it that often. The sound isn't as good as my G7X, especially when it's in the housing. It's just not that great of sound. If you're starting out travel vlogging, I would not say it's necessary, definitely not, but if you want something to make your videos a little bit more fun and you do a lot of adventurous stuff, I'd recommend it. GoPro recently came out with some new ones that look pretty sweet, so you could check those out. Oh, another thing for the camera, again, you can't see it, but I have an extra one here. One of my complaints about the G7X is that there's no input for an external microphone. So I've tried to make the sound better by putting my own micro muff on. I made them. It's a little thing that looks like this, a little troll doll. It works to just muffle out the wind and make the sound a little bit nicer. I made my own. You can buy them as well, but I have a video about how I made mine. If you're on a budget like me and you want to make your own. What else? Oh, extra batteries. If you are travel vlogging, extra batteries are so key because your battery will just run out and you're traveling and you can't always charge everything, and you need to have extras. I have one that's not the Canon brand and it's really not as good, so I'd recommend trying to get real ones, but I feel like they're pretty necessary. I have also extra batteries for my GoPro, so just so much better. And then what goes in the camera, I use this just like a little case to hold my SD cards. Which is really nice because again, when you're traveling, you have to keep everything organized and you don't want to lose anything. It's like a little booklet. I have a few different brands of SD cards. I try to get 32 gigabytes minimum. I have one that's 64 gigabytes that I use most of the time. I have gotten like kind of the nicer ones. There's a lot of different kinds of SD cards, but frankly, I don't really know. I have like Ultra Plus and Professional. I don't really know. One tip I will have though, I put my email address on the SD cards, actually like on all my stuff, on my camera, on everything. So if I ever lose the camera, I mean, I feel like someone might want to steal the camera, but maybe they're nice enough and they'll want to send me my SD card. Oh no. It's like, why not? That's a really easy thing to do and gives me a little bit more peace of mind. So that's all of the gear I use. I really don't have very much. I use pretty much the bare minimum. For editing, well, let's see, I'm uploading something now, but I have a MacBook Pro, the 13-inch. Until I got this computer a few years ago, I always had PCs, and I didn't really understand the Mac craze or anything. I was like, whatever. But then when I decided to start doing YouTube and videos, I borrowed my friend's computer and used iMovie, and I was like, oh, it's so good. And then I made the investment to get a MacBook Pro. I got a refurbished one off of Apple's website, so it was cheaper, and I feel like it's exactly the same. It came in like a new box with a warranty and everything, so I don't know, I saved a few $100s, so I'd recommend that if you're on a budget as well. But I am like so happy with this computer, and now I feel like I could never go back to not using a Mac. But yeah, so when I first started, I used iMovie. It's just, it comes with the computer. It's pretty easy to use. It's pretty foolproof. It's pretty intuitive. So if you're starting off, I'd recommend using iMovie just to like get a feel for editing and see if you like it or not. And then once I realized I really liked it and I wanted to continue, I actually, which is something that I would recommend as well, I got a free trial of Final Cut Pro and a free trial of Adobe Premiere. And I tried them out each for the amount of time I could use in the free trial, and Adobe Premiere seems really good, and I think once you know how to use it, you can do so many good things. For me personally, it was a little bit harder to use and it wasn't as intuitive, and honestly at the time I just didn't feel like learning that program. So, and Final Cut Pro is basically just an updated version of iMovie. It just has a little bit more like bells and whistles and things you can do. So otherwise it's exactly kind of the same layout and system. So for me, Final Cut Pro was the better choice. I'm happy with it, I like it. Maybe one day I'll try Adobe Premiere again, I don't know. But for now, I think it's good. And then to go with the computer, if you're a travel vlogger, one thing you really need is an external hard drive. I use beer koozies. Beer koozie that I designed for protection of them. So that's a good tip anyway. I use Toshiba, I don't know, I'll link it below, but I have two of these, 1 terabyte each, and I really like these ones. I've had no problems with them. They've been great, knock on wood. Again, I put my email address on the back, so in case anything happens. So that's all the stuff I have and the equipment that I use to do travel videos and to make vlogs and videos like this. Write any questions you have in the comments below, and if you have any good gear suggestions or anything for like basics budget travelers, let me know. And subscribe for more travel videos from me. I do vlogs and other travel video tips, things like this. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you're all well. Bye.